Thank you. Can we have the next question from the brother, please?
Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Junaidi. I want to ask, can we unite accept the people that they proudly say they're Muslim, but they don't accept hadith, then they do the haram things, like Siti Kasim. They proudly invite people to accept the ideology. They're Muslim, but they don't accept hadith.
Brother asked a question that there are some people who are Muslim but they don't accept hadith. A Muslim cannot be a Muslim if he doesn't accept hadith. You can call them pseudo-Muslims.
Did you hear it? Brother Peter, the good thing, the Muslim is don't accept hadith. But a Muslim, he can't be a Muslim, he don't accept hadith. So this potato, he do his best. Not a single hadith I show him is accepted by him because it's an embarrassment. But according to Islam, no Muslim can be a Muslim if you don't accept the hadith.
Question that there are some people who are Muslim but they don't accept hadith. A Muslim cannot be a Muslim if he doesn't accept hadith. You can call them pseudo-Muslims. Right word is what? Pseudo-Muslim.
Pseudo-Muslim.
Because a Muslim, our beloved Prophet ﷺ said, a Muslim is not a true believer until he loves Allah and His Messenger more than anything in this world.
See?
Many people come and say that, only following Quran, I'm a Quraniyun, I'm Ahle Quran, I only follow Quran. You ask him, how do you offer Salah? How many rakat to pray in Fajr Salah? Where it is mentioned in the Quran?
Nowhere.
Which verse of the Quran says how many rakat to offer in Fajr Salah?
Nowhere.
Sorry?
Hadith.
But if you don't believe in hadith, how can you follow Islam? Zakat is compulsory. How much percentage zakat to give? Where it is mentioned in the Quran? Mentioned in the
Hadith.
So without hadith, you cannot follow Quran. Quran is like a telegraphic message.
Somebody saying if you make their audio level higher, you guys, the caller, his voice was not high. From my side was coming good. I didn't know. Is the sound of Zakir Naik coming clear to you? Because somebody saying that the sound was not clear. I don't know. For me, it's coming fine. So as you see, the Quran is an empty book. All the details about Islam is the sound is low. All right, let me see if I can fix that. I don't know.
In the Quran. Which verse of the Quran says how many rakat to offer in Fajr Salah? Sorry?
Hadith.
But if you don't believe in hadith, how can you follow Islam? Zakat is compulsory. How much percentage zakat to give? Where it is mentioned in the Quran? Mentioned in the
Hadith.
So without hadith, you cannot follow Quran. Quran is like a telegraphic message. How to, some things of Salah is mentioned, but not all the details. Give zakat is mentioned. How much to give is not mentioned. So Quran is like a telegraphic book. The commentary is the hadith. So without the hadith, you cannot follow Islam. That's the reason. And if you follow Quran, only following Quran also you have to follow hadith. Because Quran says, Atiullah, Atiur Rasul. All the references I gave. Want me to repeat again? Surah Imran chapter 3 verse 32. Surah Imran chapter 3 verse 132. Surah Nisa chapter 4 verse 13. Surah Nisa chapter 4 verse 59. Surah Nisa chapter 4 verse 69. Surah Ma'idah chapter 5 verse 92. Surah Anfal chapter 8 verse number 1. Surah Anfal chapter 8 verse number 20. Surah Anfal chapter 8 verse number 26. I can go on. Surah Anfal chapter 8 verse 46. Surah Tawbah chapter 9 verse 71. Surah Nur chapter 24 verse 52. Surah Nur chapter 24 verse 54. On and on. Atiullah wa atiur Rasul. Obey Allah and obey the Messenger. So Allah says obey Allah and obey the Messenger. So how can you follow the Quran? How can you follow this part of the Quran? This part of the Quran you can only follow if you follow the Hadith. So that's the reason you cannot practice Islam unless you follow both the Quran and the Sahih Hadith. I know there are so-called pseudo-Muslims.
And now, do you know how dangerous what he just said? He is saying the truth, by the way. You cannot be a Muslim without following both. But then, as long the hadith is not totally preserved, so how they say to us Islam and the word of Allah is preserved? It turned to be that the word of Allah is not only in the Quran. Because we just heard, you cannot follow Islam without both. So, the word of Allah is not only in the Quran, the word of Allah is in the hadith. And because the Muhammadan are ashamed of what their prophet said, they do their best to wash their hands of what Muhammad said. You will not see a Christian claiming that he don't accept what Jesus said. A Christian person cannot be called a Christian unless he accepts what Jesus said. You will not find a Christian saying, oh, this statement of Jesus is da'if, which means weak. That is impossible. Because it is our God words is preserved, not their God words. For Muslims are ashamed of their prophet. His act, his teaching, his words, his behavior is totally shameful. So what they do, they try to wash their hands from the shameful stories written by Muslims, collected by Muslims, preserved by Muslims about Muhammad.